Hey guys, BrickWizard59 here and welcome back to a brand new video. And today we're doing yet another episode of Building Hogwarts in Lego. Now I know it's been a long while, so sorry about the wait, but you're going to definitely enjoy this episode. As in this episode, we're going to be working on the Chamber of Secrets. So we got two packages in. The first one is right here. And again, a lot of parts here, so you're definitely going to be enjoying it. A lot of progress will be done in this episode for the Chamber of Secrets. So here's the first package. I kind of opened it up. It is a huge package and quite a few parts you can see in here. But here's where it's kind of alarming. It looks like the Brooklyn seller just threw the parts in there without any bags. So I'm gonna, oh boy. Yikes. So this is the package and yeah, definitely a bit surprising here, as you can see. Some of the parts were just thrown in the kind of larger bag here. So, I mean, it's going to be a bit of a pain to sort out. Mostly your 1x2 bricks. I guess he just didn't bag them, which is quite surprising. But here's everything we have. Again, you can see here. So that's a bit disappointing. But again, a lot of parts here, 1x2s, all stuff for Chamber of Secrets. And then here's some of the bag parts here. So a lot of work going to be done on that Chamber of Secrets. But now let's go ahead and get into package number 2. Alright, in terms of the second package, first off, I did end up cleaning that first one up. Took a bit, but anyways, the second package all has to do again with the Chamber of Secrets. Now, before building this, I was thinking, of course, the Chamber of Secrets needs a basilisk. And in terms of the basilisk, this is the one that Lego gave us in their Hogwarts Great Hall set. Not the best. Let's see if I can find a minifigure just to quickly compare it to. Here's Mad Eye Moody here. So again, you could see it's quite small compared to a minifigure. And I thought to myself, should I use this one, or should I make a larger brick built one, or should I buy the 2002 Chamber of Secrets version of the basilisk? Thought to myself, and I finally decided, let's do it. And I ended up buying the 2002 Chamber of Secrets basilisk. Goes for anywhere from 30 to 40 bucks. And paid that amount to buy one. But in that package, we also had a few more parts here. Quickly just show you these. Just a few parts the guy had in his store that related to Hogwarts, so I picked it up. But of course, here is the basilisk. So it's super cool. I paid like 30 bucks, 31 bucks for it. Not cheap. Those knife teeth pieces at the end, those themselves are $10 each. So it's quite crazy, but I mean, I think it looks pretty awesome. So it'll be really nice. Again, here's a bit of a nice comparison of the basilisks for those of you who haven't seen it. Let's try and get him to stand up there. But let's move it down a bit. So again, there you can kind of see how different those basilisks are. But there you go. So there's a look at everything we got in the haul. So now let's go ahead and start work on the Chamber of Secrets. Alright, so here we have a look at the Chamber of Secrets, or at least the area it's going to be. This is the back of the mountain, and this is where we're going to build it. So all the space kind of here up front is going to be for the Chamber of Secrets, and the goal is basically to first off cover all this up with that 1x2 and 1x1 dark bluish gray brick, which you saw in the haul. So we'll cover all it up such that you can't really see any of the kind of all these colors. And then we'll also do a bit of kind of rock work detail, and I'll kind of show you when I get to that part kind of how I'm going to do it. Not going to use the slopes and just do like the way I did on the front of the mountain. I'm not going to replicate that on the back. Instead, I'm going to have just one layer of plain light bluish gray brick, and then kind of make a rock work in front of that. And again, I'll kind of show you what that is when you get to that. And then we'll go ahead and actually start work on the Chamber of Secrets. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so I ended up doing some more work, and I've completely gone ahead and covered up most of the backside here. And if you're wondering why I didn't cover up this side, because again, it's kind of angling backward. So again, I'm not completely certain as to kind of the final design for this portion of the wall, so I've kind of left that blank. Plus, I kind of want to see how big I truly want to make the Chamber of Secrets. And in the beginning, I was talking about kind of the rock work that I'd kind of do. So I'd make a layer of brick on top of which I'd kind of do some rock work. So this is kind of what I was talking about, where I have kind of these bricks kind of on their side, kind of pointing in various angles. So I'm using all the slopes, and instead of pointing them straight forward, I'm kind of turning them on their side. And gonna just make kind of nice rock work designs, kind of all throughout this section, so it kind of looks as if it's more of like a cave-like structure. And again, these are just some rough designs I made just to kind of give you guys a bit of idea as to how it's going to look. And now, if you're wondering kind of what's going to be happening, so the way this is going to work is, of course, we want support. The Great Hall will be on top of this, and we do want kind of some sort of support system. So there won't just be a wide open gap here. It's actually going to be made of large arches. So basically, it's going to be, you're going to have like an arch here, an arch here. So it's like going to be two large arches, which you can kind of look into and see the Chamber of Secrets. Actually, maybe even three large arches. So, and then, you're going to have like a pillar, and then like kind of two large arches. And that's kind of for the support for the back for the Great Hall. And again, so I think it'll look cool, because then it'll make it look like it's kind of like in a dungeon or some sort of cave. And kind of two of the arches will be here. And that's kind of where you'll see into the main Chamber of Secrets area. And the third arch is where actually inside the basilisk's kind of cave. So like right about here where the basilisk is placed, that's where that kind of, right at that line there, is going to be where that kind of, I forget what, it's like that kind of head that he comes out of in the books and films. So that's going to be right there. So you'll actually see the interior of the cave of the basilisk. Again, I might include some sort of skeletons or something. So that's going to be what's in this area. And again, the mountain is going to be extending a bit to the right. Again, I'll have to see, because the basilisk has a very long tail, so I'll probably be definitely extending it a bit. So you're gonna go ahead and see that as well. And then if you're wondering why this top section isn't covered, because of course we're having the Great Hall, we're gonna have supports that go out that are about 3 bricks tall. So that's kind of why there's this section open here. So we'll have the arches up till this height, and then we'll have like kind of beams going across kind of as a support structure for the Great Hall. So there's a look at that. Now, if you're wondering what's going to be happening here, the Chamber of Secrets, I'm going to only have one, like if you've seen the film, there's like a pathway with some water on each side, and then you have the basilisk statues. I'm only going to do one side of the basilisk statue. So basilisk statue section here. So we'll have some basilisk statues. Then we're going to have the water, then a walkway, and then some more water. So I'm not going to have kind of the second side of basilisk statues because of the fact that, again, I don't have too much space, and I want to make it easy to kind of look inside. So that's kind of my plan. And now we're going to go ahead and start work on, again, do some more work on the rock, and start work kind of on the walkway as well as the water on each side. But anyways, without further ado, let's go ahead and continue with that. Alright, so I ended up working on a couple of prototypes. This is just for the basilisk statues that are going to be kind of on the against the wall here. So again, I wasn't completely sure as to what type of statues that we kind of wanted. So, because if you look at the basilisk's head, it's, you know, similar in size, I guess, and this is kind of the size of the head, so I thought this would be a decent size. Again, if you want it to be larger, just let me know. But again, I just thought I'd whip up a couple of prototypes. The first one being just the regular basilisk with kind of all black. So maybe something like this. Again, I'll replace that piece with black. So do you want something like this and then, you know, have multiple of these kind of throughout? Or do you want to have something like this where it's made using kind of these parts and then have multiple of those? So again, let me know which one of these two you want. Again, I thought I'd just whip up a couple of prototypes for that. And again, let me know if you want it bigger. So again, I've not ordered any pieces for that. So basically, once I kind of get your guys' thoughts on kind of the type of basilisk I want, we can go ahead and move on, order some pieces, and do that. But anyways, now let's go ahead and move on to kind of the walkway. Alright, and welcome back. So I ended up doing more work on the Chamber of Secrets, and here's kind of a close-up look at how it looks. So you got the basilisk fighting Harry, while Ginny is passed out behind him. So again, kind of just recreating the scene. I know he has a sword in the scene, but couldn't find one, so this is what I ended up doing. Anyways, this isn't, of course, done. This is a bit of a prototype, but I thought I'd kind of give you a bit of a tease as to how it's going to look when it's all done. Here's a bit of a better look, so not as pretty, just putting some studs on each side. But basically, the way this is going to work is you're going to have the 2 layers of water and then the pathway down the middle. I'm going to have 1 layer of brick all throughout here so that the water, of course, doesn't fall off the base plate. And before I went any further, that's kind of why I wanted to get your guys' thoughts on how it looks. Do you like this technique? So I'm using the snot technique, stud snot on top with the bricks rather than plates to give it that look. And, you know, I think that looks a lot better. So let me know what you guys think of that. And then, again, do you like the color? Do you want it to be dark bluish gray or light bluish gray for the pathway? And then also the basilisk heads, what color and what style you want them. Let me know all of that such that by next update we can truly finalize and finish the Chamber of Secrets. But anyways, there you go. Alright, but anyways, there you go. So thank you so much for watching this episode of Building Hogwarts in Lego. We did quite a bit today. We got all kind of the main backside of the Chamber of Secrets done. We started the rock work and got a nice prototype of kind of the path and how the final product will look. So thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for more videos coming very soon. Now, I'm in kind of the last month of my sophomore year in college, so finals coming up. It's going to be quite busy, so the next update won't be coming until I would say the first week of first week of May, I should say. That's kind of when the next update's going to be. Again, thank you so much for everyone who stuck by. But now it's when summer comes, definitely more updates will be coming a lot sooner. So thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for more videos coming very soon. This is BrickWizard59. If you enjoyed this video, a thumbs up would be great. Don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned for more videos coming very soon. But anyways, this is BrickWizard59. I'll see you all next time.